wasn't going to film this now because it's getting dark outside, so it's an artificial light. The lighting might be rubbish, but I've got my dressing gown on, the kids are in bed. But I thought, it's a busy day tomorrow, so I'm going to try. I might watch it back and think, oh, that lighting's dirty. I'm not going to. But we'll see. I'm going to have a go at the mom tag video. And it sounds weird to me saying mom, because we don't say that in England, we say mom. But I think Birmingham says mom. That's like the second biggest city in England, but I'm not sure. Anyway, but mom, mammy, mama, whatever. It's a female parent. I really like the channel Arispiland. I'm really sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Arispiland. So if you don't watch her channel, check it out. But she did the mom tag, and I thought, oh, I'd love to do that because that was a fun video. And even though she says repeatedly in the video, if you want to have a go, I still thought, looks like I'm copying, so I still asked her permission. She went, yeah, go for it. So let's go. The first question is favourite mom hack. I don't know what a hack is. I think it's an American way of saying like trick or making something easier. Not like hack with your hair. Favourite mom hack. I think, I don't know. Do I look like somebody who knows what they're doing? We're just going to gloss over that one. My most embarrassing mom moment. Oh, when my oldest two, I have 4 children aging from 8 to 1. And my oldest two, who are 8 and 6 now, were 3 and 1. We used to go to a playgroup, and as you come out of the playgroup room, straight away on the right there was a disabled toilet, which was the only toilet. And I come out of playgroup, went to the toilet, I had to take my 2 little ones in with me. I'm on the toilet just as all the mothers are leaving playgroup, and my 1-year-old opened the door wide open. So I'm sat there like that, because you've got 2 choices then. You either get up from where you're seated, reveal everything to shut the door, or you sit there and try and cover yourself as best as you can and go, hi, yeah, bye, yeah, you open the door on me, yeah, bye, to all the mothers walking past, and not one of them shut the door. That was quite embarrassing. Yeah. My favourite time of the day. I do like bedtime, just because the kids get all cuddly, and that's how I read aloud time as well, and I like reading books to them and going on adventures with them, and it's discovering new books and new authors with them. I do like that. So I like bedtime, and I like any time when the weather's lovely and we've just got time to play in the garden or walk in the fields or go to the lot. Anything that involves being outside and not having to worry about anything else and enjoying ourselves. What part of the day do I like the least? Anything that involves squabbling when the children are getting on, and anything that involves housework. I detest housework, largely because it's never done. As soon as you've done it, you need to do it again. I don't think there's actually a time of day I don't like apart from that. Maybe that half an hour before you're getting them ready for bed, when the 2 smallest ones, who are 3 and 1, are getting really, really tired and clumsy and crying a lot because they're tired. But you have to get on with it and get them ready for bed and set them down. But if they're overtired, then it does become a hard part of the day. So I try not to let that happen. The worst thing someone said to me when I was pregnant, I can tell you the worst thing somebody said to me as soon as I had the baby. I'd just had my 3rd child, and I think it was my first trip out with him in the pram, and I was walking along and somebody with no shouts over the road, make her get the implant! You know, basically make me go on contraception because I've got 2 new children. I only had 3 at the time. That was quite rude. I think the rudest thing when I was actually pregnant was my mother-in-law. When I was pregnant with my 3rd child, my 3rd boy, we just had the 20-week scan to find out what gender he was. And she says, did you find out sex? And I went, yeah. And she went, what is it? And I went, a boy. And she went, oh, never mind. does it matter if he's a boy or a girl? And then when I had my fourth child, who actually is a girl, she showed no interest. She didn't meet her. She was 11 months old. So why she was rude about my third child being a boy, I don't know. But there we go. The rudest thing that's ever been said to me, apart from being pregnant, is the mother-in-law. I guess I probably shouldn't get into that. A baby name you and your partner did not agree on. Well, on my blog, I use the kids' nicknames: Pudge, Bean, Bud and Pinky, but they're not their real names. Our third child, my third son, Bud, his real name is Ezra. But when I was pregnant, I really, really wanted to call him Indiana. I love that name and I really wanted to call him Indiana. But my husband's surname is Jones. So we can't have Indiana Jones because of the films. It couldn't be done. And what was the other name? Our daughter, Pinky, her real name's Kathlina. But I really wanted Jacinta, but the husband said no. And then the next name I really liked, which you will agree with the husband, everybody agrees with the husband, I really wanted Mercedes, but everybody was like, no, can't call it Mercedes, that's a car. But I like it, but the husband didn't. So, do you co-sleep? Yes, we do. We co-sleep with them till they're ready to go into another bed. Our oldest, Pudge, who's 8, he co-slept with us for about 3 months. And then he was alright in his own bed. Beanie was a little bit older. Bod was about a year when he went into his own bed. And our daughter, Pinky, is an atrocious sleeper. She's really bad at sleeping. Even now she's 20 months, she's really bad at sleeping. She's still in with us. But you know, she'll get it. I know she will. They'll get it at their own time. I'm not. What's important is that she feels comfortable and secure and she sleeps, and what's important is that I get enough sleep as well, because I can't function with no sleep. So I'm quite willing to have the cuddles and have her in bed with us until she's ready to go into another bed. Something you bought but never used. I don't know, because I've never really bought a lot for newborns. I believe that a lot of the things that they tell you need to buy when you have a baby, you don't need. The baby needs to be fed, clean and warm and cuddled. You don't need all the gubbins and mecca you need. So I don't think I have. As soon as I stop filming, I'll think of something, but I can't think of anything. But like I say, I've never really bought a lot for when they're newborn. 3 hospital bag must-haves. Change, money, for buying something to eat when you're done, because I'm always starving after I've had a baby, and not always, but a couple of times they've brought you like a tray of tea and toast. But I don't drink tea, so the husband has that, and the toast I end up sharing it with the husband, so I end up with like half a slice of toast after a labour. Not enough. And I always crave food after a vet, so we always take some change, and the husband goes down to the shop in the hospital and gets some junk food because I'm like, I'm just giving birth, I need calories. So that's one. Second thing, apart from, you know, the obvious, your nightie in a towel so you can have a bath or a shower after, and clothe the baby. The only other thing you need is like a book or something in case you're stuck in hospital, because hospitals are boring. So that's change, a book or something. Them little travel sized body washes are good, you know, that you take on holiday. They're good to take to the hospital with you, so you don't have to take a massive shower gel. But I've always had quick labours, and I've always gone home 6 hours after I've given birth. I've never had a long stay in hospital, so I've never needed lots of stuff. So I'm pretty useless on that question as well. Are you a routine mom or a go with the flow mom, and what does bedtime look like? Majority of the time I'm a go with the flow mom. There's only 2 times we're like routine, and that is when my husband works nights, so at tea time, some people call it dinner, you know, the evening meal, so that I get everybody fed and cleaned up and get to see him before he goes to work. I have a bit of a routine there, bit of structure there, and at bedtime, because I like an organised bedtime, especially if it's been a bad day. I like to know when my day ends, and I think I like bedtime to go without a hitch because the husband isn't here most of the time at bedtime. So I think if I keep it in routine, everybody knows what's expected of them, and it's less, I'm not like, come on, it's bedtime, because they know it's bedtime. And I like bedtime as well. I like that we always do the same things at bedtime, and we have this really loud time at bedtime, and it's just a nice way to, you know, close the day. What does bedtime look like? If the husband's not here, generally I'll get the 2 babies sorted out first, cleaned and changed, and do the teeth, while the big 2 watch some telly, and then we'll sort the big 2 out, and then we'll go upstairs. I'll make hot water bottles if it's cold. Then we'll go upstairs, and Bod will lay in his bed, Bod's 3, and Pinky will sit on me, she's 1, and they have their bottles of milk, and while they're having that, I will read 2 or 3, possibly more, depending on what time it is, or how we're enjoying the book, of a book. And by the time I've finished reading, Bod's gone to sleep in his bed, and Pinky's normally asleep on me. I'll transfer her to the bed, then I'll come back, say night properly to Pudge and Bean, and then I'll come downstairs. But if it's summer and they're playing in the garden till late, well, I say later, we'll just have a little bit of really loud time. And if the husband's here, sometimes bedtime's exactly the same as when he's not here, and sometimes because the husband's at home, the older 2 will want to watch a film with him or something, and then their bedtime's later. Or like the other night, I put the 2 little ones in bed, and then Pudge and Bean sat here, and me and the husband sat here, and we had a game of cards, all of us together, and then the big 2 went to bed. That was nice as well. What type of labour did you have, and what pain relief did you use? I have got a video about my birth stories, I'll link it below, but I've had 4 natural labours, and I only use gas and air. Have I ever been mom shamed? All the time. I don't know that many homeschool mums in real life. I don't know that many women who have more than 2 children in real life. I think people think I'm a bit odd, but stop the mom shaming. Stop the mom shaming. Mom's all the same. Stop shaming other parents for doing the best job they know how to do. It's nobody else's business how you bring your kids up, as long as you are doing the best you can do. The biggest challenge you face as a mom, when they don't listen, or they're not getting on, the squabbling, or just the fact that everybody seems to have an opinion on how you're raising your kids and they judge you. That's hard. And all the housework that comes with being a mother. I hate housework. Oh, and the other thing, I think the hardest challenge as being a mum is the fact that you can't see into the future. I don't know what my kids are going to turn out like. I don't know I'm making the right choices. I don't know I'm doing the right things. In my heart I feel like I am, but I haven't got a crystal ball. I don't, you know, one day they might turn around and say, what did you do that for? And I'm like, I'm just doing the best job I can do. I can't see into the future. I'm just hoping everything will be alright. Dear. The best advice you've been given. My mum gives me advice all the time. I'm 31 and I still ring my mum if I'm not sure what to do. So there's too many to name. I just ring her all the time and say, what am I meant to be doing here? I can't really give you advice because the thing is, you'll find your own way with your children. The best advice that I could give you is only listen to the advice that makes sense to you. When you have a baby, you'll be bombarded with advice from well-meaning people, and it'll all contradict each other and you'll get yourself in a mess. Only listen to the advice that makes sense to you, because the advice that makes sense to you is the advice that that you need to follow, because if it makes sense to you and your family, that's the way you need to do. Like, if you want to homeschool, the advice concerning homeschool will make sense to you. If you don't believe in homeschooling, the advice against homeschooling will make sense to you. And it's the same with any issue: co-sleeping, vaccinations, screen time, anything. Follow the advice that makes sense to you and your family, and the rest just let it go. Best advice I could give a new mum: sleep when the baby sleeps. I know people say, oh, this is for your first baby, by the way. I mean, when you've got other children, it's not possible, but your first baby, this is the one and only time. Forget the housework, forget anything else. This is the one and only time you can just sit with your baby and nurse it and go to sleep when the baby sleeps, because any other child after that, you've got Bobo, mate. If you've got other children to look at after that, this is the first baby is the one and only time you will get to really just soak that baby in and go to sleep when the baby sleeps and be as rested as you can be. That's just my advice. My mum crush, I assume that means like the mum you want to be like. In real life, my mum is the most amazing person ever. She's the most capable person I've ever met. So I'm like, well enough, because I love her though. I do love my mum, she's my best friend. I just love my mum to bits, she's amazing. And like I say, even at 31 now, if I don't know what to do, I'll ring her and she will know what to do. It doesn't matter what the situation is. And she's always put me and my brother first, even now. She's amazing. The only thing better than having her as my mum is knowing my children have got her as my mum. So well enough. But if we're talking like celebrity mums, YouTube mums, whatever, YouTube mums, I like Arispiland. I think her name's Chelsea. But anyway, I think she's really kind. She seems really kind. And she seems to have it all together. Same as Jamrell Stewart. Jamrell Stewart, her vlogs, honestly, they've given me so much advice, like unwittingly, and so much encouragement in this homeschool thing. And she seems to have it all together. I know like nobody has it all together, but you know what I mean, she's as all together as anybody's going to be. She's just something to aspire to. And Andrea Mills, I like her vlogs as well. I just feel like she's so calm and chilled out, and she's so organised, and she can do so many different things, and she's kind as well. And she's like a real life mum. She's not one of these ones you watch and it's all flashy and they've obviously got money, and it's not something I can relate to. I relate to that. I can't tag anyone in it because I don't know how to tag anyone in it, so I'm just going to say what I heard on the original video that I watched, which is, if anybody else wants to have a go at it, have a go, and I like to watch it. Or if you want to tell me what your answers would be in the comments, I'd like to read them too and answer you and have a bit of a chat. I'm going to go now, I don't even know what time it is. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, yet another video of me with no makeup on, looking like hell, but this is my life. I'm gonna go now. Ta-ta. I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye bye.